I am honestly horrible at making introductions, so let's just get this over with. Also, sorry that it took like a while to make the Q&A. I was busy doing exams, really. And so here we are now. I was also in the process of moving out of my parents' house, so yeah, I'm practically now alone in an apartment. So that's cool. Congrats, man. Been a long journey of critical tower defense, but guess it finally paid off. You're now a part of a semi-not small YouTubers now. As for a Q&A question, how did you find critical tower defense in the first place, and what triggered your liking for the game to the point where you want to start making videos on it? I found critical tower defense back in, I think, June or August of 2021, and I saw my friend Axel play the game alongside like two of his other friends. They were trying to like beat insane mode at the time, and I pretty much just joined them. They told me to like spam archers instead of scouts because, you know. Oh yeah, the map we played on was the old magma chamber. And we were pretty close to killing the soul warden, but I think a soul boss leaked along the way, and it kind of stunned the frontline defense. And ever since then, it kind of triggered my liking for the game. Yeah, really. All I just did was spam archers. I kind of got hooked up to the game, and I decided to give it a shot. Basically because TDS at the time was hella dry. Why do you usually play solo when recording videos? I usually play solo when I record videos is because if I know that a challenge is possible to beat on insane mode, then, well, you know, I don't really need friends to do it. It's basically like another, oh hey, you can do this to solo insane mode. What are my top 3 tower defense games on Roblox and my favorite tower defense games outside of Roblox? So my top 3 favorite tower defense games on Roblox are the Battle Bricks, Critical Tower Defense, and Tower Defense Simulator. Honorable mentions include Tower Defense X and Tower Blitz. So the reason why I put these 3 up on the list is, well, let's start with Battle Bricks. So the Battle Bricks, I put this up here because, well, Miha, the one who asked this question, introduced me to the game alongside Crimson, another friend of mine. They both played the game before I did, and they were constantly chatting on the group chat about the game's updates. And they basically tried to introduce nearly everyone in the group chat to the game, although I think I was the only one that actually took the game seriously. And ever since I started playing the Battle Bricks, I would screen share my progress with Mia up until I 3-starred chapter 1. And ever since then, I just went in blind, actually enjoyed the game. Especially going in blind, it was definitely a refreshing experience. My progression into the Battle Bricks so far is alright. I'm nearly done with humor mode. Up until, you know, where the difficulty is just too much. And yeah, that's why I put Battle Bricks up here. As for Critical Tower Defense, well, you already know the reason why. I make videos on it. Pretty fun game. The perk system was game-changing addition to the game. It's basically like a whole new concept that other tower defense games also try to implement. And as for Tower Defense Simulator, the reason why I put it up here as well, just basically purely for nostalgia and, you know, historical reasons. So I put this up here as well. Back in April 2020, I actually joined Tower Defense Simulator, and I tried to get the Tower of Eggs accessory, which I still have on me. And ever since the egg hunt event ended, I was questioning myself on like, what games do I play after the egg hunt event ended? And I joined Tower Defense Simulator. I played it for a bit. I realized that it was fun. I played with other players, and that's where I started to establish some friends, especially that person Reese. Without him, I would not have been able to meet Axel and you guys. I would not have also started creating videos on CTD, really. My favorite tower defense games outside of Roblox are Plants vs Zombies, Plants vs Zombies 2, Stick War Legacy, Stick War 3, and Bloons Tower Defense 6. Fun fact, I actually started playing Plants vs Zombies since I was 3 years old, which was basically the start of my career for loving tower defense games. Would you ever do content about other tower defense games on Roblox other than CTD, TDX, TDS, etc.? What are your goals for 2025? What's your favorite tower in every TD game you play on Roblox? I might do some videos on other tower defense games on Roblox aside from CTD, but there's no promises on that though. I already did try it with the Battle Bricks video I had. Even though they didn't really advertise it, for some reason it managed to still get like over 2,000 views, which, you know, that's cool. Might actually do some Battle Bricks content though, that's for sure. I don't really have any goals for 2025, maybe just staying relevant in the CTD community, I guess. My favorite tower in Tower Defense Simulator is the Brawler Tower. My favorite tower in Critical Tower Defense is the Phantom. My favorite tower in Tower Defense X is the Artillery. My favorite tower in Tower Blitz is the Recon Base. And my favorite character in the battle breaks is definitely Noir. So the reason why I picked these guys is, well, let's start off with both Brawler and Phantom. They have a unique ability where you can basically just reposition them all around the map. As most melee towers, they have a limited range, but with these guys, you can just basically place them all around the map. With Brawler, you have the reposition ability. With Phantom, you can just sell and buy it again. They basically act as like safety nets. They basically come in clutch, and I really like the design. As for artillery, I just like seeing things fired in an arc formation. And as for recon, well, it's a unit spawner. It's cool. I think that's the only tower I really like in Tower Blitz. Other than that, I don't really care about the game anymore. And as for the battle bricks, the reason why I picked Noir is that it was the first ever Uber I got. I saw his performance. I was like, holy shit, this guy is insane. And ever since then, I still use Noir. It's definitely a pretty cool character to have. What is your opinion about level 9 players having Soulmaster? Lucky them, I guess. Soulmaster is a decent tower. That's all I have to say, really. No grudges, though. Are you gonna start uploading more videos? If yes, then what content are you going to upload? The background footage can go speak for itself. Other than that, I might try to do other tower defense simulator videos. Maybe a bit of TDX in between, but other than that, no promises on actually making the other videos, though. Who are my favorite YouTubers? I have a plethora of favorite YouTubers, most of which don't really make Roblox content, but you know, I don't really watch Roblox videos in the first place. My favorite YouTubers from a small list are Mark Rober, Degenerosity, Electroboom, Wendigoon, and Lemino. Why did you decide to be a Roblox content creator? And the reason behind my avatar. I've always had an interest in content creation, and I decided to do it as like a pastime, just for fun really. It wasn't until I was introduced to CTD where I was a tad bit more serious in content creation, especially with like the How Far Can You Go series, and generally just making videos on CTD. And ever since then, well, you know, my upload schedules has never recovered ever since. I might try to recover it though. And for the reason behind my avatar, well, if you kind of find it edgy, it's supposed to be like that. I think I was 14 at the time, and oh my god, the fucking edits I watched. Holy shit. In all seriousness, no, I remembered that I was like interested in like awakened avatars, or what do you call it? Like, it's like those crazed cats from like the battle cats where, you know, you get like an evolved form, but with much more menacing. And I basically just designed it for my avatar. I was using Microsoft Rewards at the time to redeem Robux. I was actually saving up until, you know, my financial investment, I'm not really good at it. You know what, my avatar is cringe, yeah, let's just move on. What do I use for editing? I use CapCut for editing, especially editing this video right now. What is your opinion on Killer Shark Warrior 2? I don't really watch critical tower defense content, but I am friends with him. He seems like a pretty chill guy, and he's also cool to be hanging around with. And lastly, can I create more videos on critical tower defense? I will definitely make more videos on CTD if it ever updates. There is actually an update right now, which the main focus is Trial of the Grenadier and the Grenadier perk. But other than that, I probably won't make a showcase video. There are already like YouTubers who made it. I saw on like the CC vids. Haven't watched them yet. I won't make a showcase on the new perk, but I will be trying to brainstorm ideas on what videos I should make. Should it be a new challenge video? Should it be like a blank minutes of useless information? Or probably a tier list. I actually had a tier list in mind. Comment down below if you want to like hear my rankings of towers and perks. And with that, that's the end of the Q&A. Thank you yet again for 1,000 subscribers, even though my voice doesn't really show that I actually appreciate, but that's just my normal voice really. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Shout out to all of you guys. I really appreciate it. This is probably gonna be my last video. You know, yeah, this is definitely gonna be my last video for 2024. This is definitely a great way to end the channel this year, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Until next time, bye bye.